What is going on YouTube? What is going on collectors? Welcome to another episode of Comic Card Checklist, and for this episode we're going to go over official binders for comic cards. And I did an episode on Marvel official binders, and I also did an episode on DC official binders, and this is just for all the rest of the binders that are official for comic cards that I have sets for. So this is not like a list of like every single official comic card binders out there, but just a few of the names that I collect. But yeah, with this intro, let's get started. So first binder I have, I don't think it's an official card binder, but it is the for Street Fighter, and I'm not sure if it's Street Fighter Alpha or whichever Street Fighter, but it looks like it's just labeled as Street Fighter, and it's a whole cover that runs all the way front to back, and it looks like this. It's also on the thicker side, or I'd say the binder is kind of a little bit taller than some of my binders. And then inside we have Ryu versus Akuma, and it says that it's artwork by Udon Entertainment. I think udon is a type of noodle, but I guess it's a company for this one. And I'm not sure if this is like a US available in the US, but I don't know what max protection is. So and I'm not sure what year this binder is also. But we'll move on to our next binder because I'm not it doesn't really give any other information on it. So and the next binder we have looks like it's for Spawn. So this is the Todd McFarlane's Spawn, and this is 19. I think this is the 1995 one, and for the Spawn Wide Vision or the tall card set. But I'm not entirely sure about that information because looks like it's printed in Canada. I just saw the binder and I assume it's for the Spawn toll cards, but since it doesn't really give any other information on it and it doesn't have a trademark, so yeah, we move on to another Spawn binder that I have, and this one is for the toy files. And it looks like it's from Inkworks. Here is Spawn toy files, premium trading cards, Inkworks. The back just looks like a certain place. At least we have more information here. And this is oh, I thought this was a 1997 card set, but apparently it's 1998 here. And the inside is just a regular black O-ring. The next binder we have is for Spawn also, but this is for a particular set and not for cards. It's for the Spogz. Pretty much they are Pog. Spogz is like a combination of the name Spawn and Pogs, but this is the binder for it. It's rather thin, and it just has a blank back, so it's very minimal. in terms of artwork or anything else, and you just get a name. So, and these are for the Spogz, and it's a very it's not that big of a set, so you don't need that much. I guess the binder doesn't need to be that big. It's like one of the thinner binders out there. The next one is for the movie Spawn. And this one is Spawn, the movie premium trading cards. And I don't know if you guys seen Spawn, but I think it's by the actor who played Spawn was Michael J. White. I think it's like a really good martial artist. And it came out in 1997. And it looks like it's a purple binder inside, and pretty much nothing else inside. Then we'll move on to one of my favorite TV shows when I was younger. It started off with Hercules. I used to love mythology when I was younger, so Hercules, Complete Journeys, and I'm not sure if there's an official card set for the other Hercules card set. There's 2 card sets for Hercules, so, and this is for one of them. This one is Rittenhouse. I think the first Hercules set was by Topps. So this second set by Rittenhouse is, I think, the newer one, if I remember correctly. But it looks like we have the Hydra and Hercules, and I could barely recognize, but I guess that's Xena. But she might not be playing Xena on this one. Oh, we have a whole bunch of characters there too. I think I could name a few of them. Like this was Aeolus. I think this was Aphrodite, Athena. Yeah, I can't remember the rest. But anyway, we'll move on. So, one of my favorite card set that's not a Marvel or DC or not even a comic, but it's a TV show called Xena, Warrior Princess, and this is for the Rittenhouse seasons 4 and 5. They put season 4 and 5 together, so the spine of the binder, and then in the back it just has one of their picture together, Gabrielle and Xena, and it's like a regular binder, and I think it's like a 2-inch binder. Also, it's one of the bigger ones for some reason, but this card set is not really that big. Then the other one I have is for art and images, Xena Warrior Princess. This one are like portraits of them in like oil painting, I guess, or it might be water, I'm not really sure, but they are like paintings, so. But they look very lifelike, but if you zoom in closer you could see like the brush strokes and stuff. But yeah, it's very lifelike if it's viewed further out. Like this is like a really good painting of Callisto, and it's a normal black binder. And our last binder for Xena is the quotable Xena, and this one is one of the sets that I like because almost the whole set is in it has like this power blast effect to it. Also the parallel set is like a more defined like rainbow finish. So but yeah, it's a very big set. I think it's 180 card base set if I remember correctly. But they do provide you with a big 2-inch binder, just like the other one. And then it's quotable Xena, so there's a lot of quotes for, I guess, whatever they used in the... I think this is when they got together too. And that ends it for Xena. Then we'll move on to Conan. I have seen official binders for Conan, but I don't have any of the official binders for the Chromium edition by Comic Images. But there are, I think I've seen at least Conan 3, but I don't think I've ever seen the binder for Conan 1 or 2. They may or may not have an official one, but this is the Rittenhouse Conan Art of the Hyborian Age trading card set. So this is one of the newest, if not the newest card set for Conan. Yeah, I think Rittenhouse took over the rights for Conan, so that's why they were able to produce the Conan card set. But yep, Art of the Hyborian Age, and you just get like a black and white version of the art in the front, and you guys could see the trademark down here. It doesn't say the year. Let me see if I can figure out what year this binder is. Conan. Capcom. For some reason, I can't find the Conan. Oh, here. The card set at least is 2004, so I'm assuming this was also produced in 2004. But yeah, I don't see the trademark on it, but I think it should also be produced in 2004. I mean, sometimes the binders and the cards don't match in year or production year, so. But it's very few. Most of the time, the cards match whatever the year they were produced in. An example of a card set that was produced, I think, let's say one. I can't remember correctly now, but one was produced in 2020. I think it was actually the Fleer Ultra Wolverine. Would it be the Fleer Ultra Wolverine? Let's just assume it's the Fleer Ultra Wolverine, but it came out, let's say, 2024, but the trademark on the card itself is actually 2020, because it was actually produced in 2020, but they never distributed it until 2024. So those are like one of the few. And another one is probably the Joe Jusko's newer Marvel Masterpieces set that came out in 2015, but I think or it's labeled as 2016, but the trademark on the card is 2015. So, but anyway, we'll move on to our next binder, and this is for Darkchylde, one of the lesser known characters probably. But I just like the card, so I started collecting it. But yeah, I don't even know anything about Darkchylde, that just depicted by a beautiful woman, and no idea what her power is. But I'm assuming she could turn demonic. But we'll move on to our next binder, and the next binder I have is Dawn. And I think when I was younger, this is actually the first card set I owned that was adult oriented. There are some nudity for some of the cards for this set. Not my favorite set, but since when I was young, I collected it. So I ended up collecting all the Dawn cards. They actually have, I think 6 sets. Two that were this first one, and then the sequel to this, and then there's like three more by Dynamic Forces, and I think that's five. And I can't remember what the other one is, so I don't know. For some reason, I think it's six, but this is the Comic Images one, and hopefully there's nothing, no nudity for the binder, and it looks like there's not. So, and just a regular black binder. And the next one I have is for another Dawn set. And this is for the 20th anniversary. So I guess Dawn was introduced from 1989, and this is the 2009 card set. It's one of the newer Dawn card sets out there. I don't know if it is the newest, but it's definitely I don't think they've made a more recent Dawn cards, but just a regular black binder inside. And maybe another not as popular card set, but they did came out in the 90s, so of course we know 90s a whole ton of comic cards were produced, and probably the highlight of most trading cards are in the 90s, but this is one of them. It's called Double Impact, and this is another one of those adult-oriented card set. I can't remember if the card set has some nudity, but I know as far as the comic books, there's definitely like a clothed, where they have clothing version, and then they have a version of the comic where it's like completely nude. So, but high impact, double impact, and I think these pictures, the arts here are the same art that you'll see in the card set, and this was 1996. We'll move on to my one of my favorite is actually, I'm not sure if I want to consider my third favorite from Marvel, DC, Image Comics might be my next favorite, but Wildstorm and Gen 13 is from Image Comics, I think. I think there might be a time where it was Wildstorm initially, maybe at 1995. I'm not really sure who owned them, but I consider them like Image Comics characters, but they started out with Aegis, or whatever this company is, Aegis and Wildstorm, and maybe just merge with Image Comics. I'm not really sure, because I'm not as familiar with them. I just know some of my favorite teams are the Wildcats and Gen 13. Of course, Zealot and Fairchild were my characters that I looked out for when I was younger. Then we have actual Gen 13 binder for the card set. This is the one of my favorite binder art, just because it has like a lot of art, and most of these are like the same exact art we'll see in the comic books for Gen 13, but also they are in the Chromium card set. And if you guys didn't know, the card set for this, they have a 1995 version, which was the first version that came out in 1995, which was Chromium. but they produced a 1996, and then they also produced a 1997. But the 1997 is the same exact cards as the 1995, except it's not in Chromium. It's like in regular. It's like regular art cards. Another card set. I don't really collect, but it was in the 90s also, and I just started collecting it because of the promos and the chase cards for it. I started chasing it when it was available, and I guess it's more for purchasing than liking the character, but it's for Legacy. The company I think is Majestic, and this is their binder, and the binders actually have a binder promo card, and this one is for the gold. So this binder has the gold background, and you also get a gold card that has the same exact art as this, except card size. But there is also a silver version of this, and you also get a silver promo card with it. Next binder we have is Lady Death. Another big card set that I have. Another card set that's also from the 90s. This was 1995, and majority of the cards in this are Chromium, and there's I think around 9 sets that I have for Lady Death. It's Lady Death series 1, 2, 3, 4, and then they have a lot of other ones that has its own title. Dark Alliance, Love Bites. Shoot, I can't remember. That's 4, 5, 6. Something ladies. I think it was Lethal Ladies, but that also included Witchblade. So it's like Lady Dead and Witchblade. And then there's Night Gallery and the art box Lady Death. I think that would be most of them. But this is for the first one. And I'm not sure if there's any. I'm pretty sure there's other ones for Lady Death, but I think I've only seen Lethal Ladies so far. But some of them, some of the card set might have it as well. But I just know this for the original series one, and it does also come with a promo card, but I don't have the card here. Next set is from Red Sonja, and I usually pair Red Sonja with Conan. So this is from Dynamite or Dynamic Forces. Is the 35 years of Red Sonja, and I can't remember how many card sets there are for Red Sonja. I think this one, I think there's like either a 30-year or a 40-year. I can't remember exactly, but those are like 2 of the Red Sonja set, and then there's a newer Red Sonja, so that's 3 sets. And I can't remember if there was another one. I haven't seen. I have a whole binder of this, so I doubt there could only be 2 Red Sonja sets. So there's probably like 5. But yeah, I have a Red Sonja binder, a 4-inch binder. So it has to be more than at least 3 sets for dedicated to Red Sonja. But we do see the trademark here, and this one is 2009 by Dynamic Forces. And the crappy thing about some of the binders, this one has a lot of air bubbles to it, so not sure how it was manufactured, but I can't do much about it. next binder we have is actually one of the set that I compare her to like Psylocke, but she's like a Japanese female. I'm not really sure about the comic or anything, but Bill Tucci was one of the creator for Shi, and there's only two card sets. One for the binder for this one, which is for 1995. All the cards were Chromium, and then the golden. I think it's called like Golden Age or something. I can't remember, but the second series also has a binder, which I have. So, but yeah, this is for the first one, and I think this was 1995. Yeah, Comic Images 1995, and then the second one, we'll find out what the title is exactly. It is Visions of the Golden Empire. So this is the second card set. It's almost it's exactly the same size as the first one. And yeah, I used to have both of my Shi card sets in on these binders, but I just combined them in one. And there's also the mega cards, so all of them, the series 1 and 2 and the mega cards, and there's like promo cards from Shi Comics that are like newer. I added it to that binder also, so all of those cards together filled up one 4-inch binder. Next one we have is for the Vampirella, another female character that I don't know why I wanted to collect as a kid, but this one is for the tall format of the Vampirella cards. So Visions of Vampirella, and I think this was also 1995. I think around 1995, the tall format, a lot of cards were produced at that version, but I don't think it got big as the regular size cards. And then they also produced mega cards, but I think after those mega cards, I don't think it made a hit as well. So everything is standard size again. But yeah, 1995 Harris Comics. Vampirella. We only got 2 binders left, and the next binder is for Vampirella also, but this is for the newer Vampirella sets that was taken over by Dynamite. And I love this binder. It's I think it's made out of leather, or at least it simulates leather, and I'm not sure if it's actually leather, but you guys could see like the artwork. This is for the second one. There is a Vampirella series 1. This is series 2. I was never able to purchase it, but the only thing I hate about these is it's very it gets very easily damaged. I used to have a protector for this, but when I would move this binder around, you guys could see like it sticks easily on certain stuff, and it gets like a lot of damage to it. But when it was brand new, this binder was like magnificent. One of my favorite binders, but unfortunately it looks really good, but over time it just it wears down, and you could really tell like it really shows each time it gets damaged. Like it's I don't know if you could repair it or not, but yeah, I actually think I like the first series better, because the it's Vampirella like standing up straight. But yeah, that's the other binder I know. And then our last character is, you guys, if you guys could take a wild guess, it's another female that's scantily clothed, and this one is for Witchblade. And I know there's a Witchblade TV series as well. Not really my favorite TV show. I've actually never seen it, so but I did start collecting the card set for that Witchblade TV series just because of the autograph cards, and they were really cheap, so I decided to just get the whole set. But this one came out in 2000, of course, Witchblade Millennium. And the final one is the TV series I was talking to you guys about, the Witchblade Premium Trading Cards. There's the actress for Witchblade. I don't even know who she is. I don't know which other movie she's done, but it's also produced by Inkworks. So, and yeah, these are all the binders I have for official comic cards that are not Marvel or DC, but yeah, and most of them are like from female main characters that are scantily clad, like Witchblade, Vampirella, Shi, Red Sonja, Xena, what was the other one? Lady Death, and yeah, I guess the only one that wasn't scantily clothed was Spawn, but Conan is, I guess, the only exception of scantily clothed female, but he's a scantily clothed male. But yeah, besides that, that's all I have for this episode. And as always, like, share, subscribe, and I'll provide you guys with more checklists. I'll see you guys on the next episode. Bye.